Sound of Metal, you take notes. Because this is how you make a fictional story about a musician. Hey everybody, welcome to another review, and today I will be reviewing Inside Llewyn Davis. Yes. Alright, so this came out in 2013 and was written and directed by the Coen brothers, Joel and Ethan Coen, yes. And it stars Oscar Isaac, Carey Mulligan, John Goodman, Justin Timberlake, and also F. Murray Abraham and Adam Driver. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Inside Llewyn Davis. Yeah. So I've been wanting to watch this for a while because I'm a big Coen Brothers fan, and I think I've heard good things about this movie. I heard it's probably like one of their best films of the last decade, and yeah. I can see it for sure because I think the only other Coen Brothers movie I've seen from the last decade was Hell Caesar, and I didn't like that movie. So yeah, and I definitely like this a lot better than Hell Caesar. All right, so Inside Llewyn Davis, this is a fictional story. Keep in mind about a folk singer. Yes, a folk singer by the name of Llewyn Davis. Hence the title, and he's played by Oscar Isaac, and he's he's a struggling folk singer. He used to be in a group with or like a 2-person group, I guess. I forget the guy's name. I know his name was Mike, but he had a partner. But his partner ended up killing himself, so now he's going solo, and he's not doing so well. Like, I think whenever he was whenever he had his partner, like, they were both doing okay. They weren't doing too bad, but after he killed himself and Davis went solo, Davis is now struggling through his music career, and yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. I like that. I guess in some ways a little bit similar to Sound of Metal, except this movie focuses more on the music than Sound of Metal did. Because Sound of Metal, which is about this drummer who lost his hearing, and it doesn't really focus on the music. It just focuses on him, on the drummer. Which, nothing wrong with that, and I have done a review for Sound of Metal. Go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, definitely out of the two, I prefer this one. This is a very good film. I know I haven't really said much else about this film, about the plot. It's just that I don't really want to say a whole lot without spoiling. So I guess I said what I could say. I wasn't even sure if I should say about the part with his partner committing suicide, but I think that was even in the trailer. So, or someone talking about it. I think Llewyn Davis said something about it in the trailer. So I just decided to say it anyways. If that's a spoil, if that spoils the film, I apologize. But yeah. Let's see. I think I said this takes place in the 60s, right? This takes place in 1961, to be exact. And, so anyways, yeah, I'm going to say right off the bat, this is a very good film. Like, this seems like a really cool, idea for, like, a fictional story about, like, a musician, and a struggling musician at that. Like, in some ways, it kind of feels like it could be, like, a biopic, but for someone who isn't like too famous, like if Llewyn Davis was a real person, a real musician, I guess he wasn't that famous, but that is kind of cool. Like if someone did a biopic on someone who wasn't really that famous, but yet they got a biopic anyways. That's kind of how Inside Llewyn Davis would be, but it's a fictional story, so But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I thought Oscar Isaac was very good as Llewyn Davis. I'm not familiar with Oscar Isaac. The only other movie I ever seen him in was Star Wars the Force Awakens. He's in that. I haven't seen the other two Star Wars sequels. I don't really plan to either, unless if maybe someday I do a Star Wars ranking. Then I'll have to watch them, but yeah, I don't really plan to. I've seen Force Awakens. I didn't care for it, so yeah. And there's also another Star Wars actor in this, Adam Driver. So yeah, I'll talk about Adam Driver in a minute, but Oscar Isaac, he was very good in this film. I liked him a lot, and yeah, and he also sings. He also sings in the movie. Like, it's actually him singing, and it's really I like his voice. He sounds really good. Like, he actually sings and plays guitar in it. And he does a great job with that. And like, I like the scenes where it shows him performing. Like, it has the entire song. Like, it plays the entire song that he's performing, that he's singing. And it's kind of cool. I like that idea. Everyone else is pretty good too. Carey Mulligan's in this movie as well, who I'm also not too familiar with. In fact, I never even heard of her until this year. Until Promising Young Woman was nominated for best picture, and she was nominated for best actor. Like, I never even heard of her until this year. But yeah, she's in this movie. She's good. I like her a lot. Actually, she's kind of funny. She's kind of a bitchy character, but you kind of understand why she is. Like, you don't hate her, or at least I don't, because I understand where she's coming from. Like, she's a friend of Llewyn Davis, but I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say that she hates him, but she acts like she does, and I don't really want to say why, because I don't know if it'll spoil, but I just don't want to say anyways. But she calls him an asshole, and to be fair, he actually is an asshole. I didn't say that. I didn't even talk about the character Llewyn Davis. Yeah, Llewyn Davis is a pretty interesting character, and yeah, he's an asshole. I'm not going to say why, because that will spoil the film, because he does do some mean stuff in this film. But at the same time, I still like him anyways. He's an asshole, but he's a very good character, at least. And Oscar Isaac did a great job with playing him. I wouldn't necessarily say that, like, Carey Mulligan's character was an asshole or a bitch or whatever, but I mean, she kind of had, because I get why she was that way. So I won't really necessarily say that, but yeah. Let's see who else is in this. Justin Timberlake. He's just barely in the movie. He's like only like in honestly, like, he's only like in 2 scenes. But he's pretty good, actually. He's not too bad. I don't even like Justin Timberlake either. I don't like his music, and I did not like him in The Social Network. I just did not like him in that movie. But he was okay in this one. He was all right. And also John Goodman's in this movie. Of course, I have to talk about him. John Goodman. Actually, I could have saved him for last because I liked him a lot. And I love John Goodman anyways. He's a great actor. One of my favorites. But he plays a really funny character who's also an asshole. But at least he's funny, He made me laugh probably more than anybody in this film. I should also say this is a comedy. There's some really good humor in this film. I mean, it's a drama too. And it feels more like a drama. Like, it's shot like a drama. But it has some good humor in it. It's also a comedy. But yeah, John Goodman, he plays like this, I think a jazz musician that Llewyn meets while he's hitchhiking, him and this other guy. And yeah, I really liked John Goodman's character. He was really funny. He's not in it too much, but he still the scenes that he's in. So yeah. F. Murray Abraham, I think, played like a guy who owned like a place that Llewyn Davis wanting to play at. I'm not too familiar with that actor either. I just know his name because of the movie Amadeus, which I haven't seen yet, but I've heard very good things about it, and I want to check that out sometime soon. And plus, it's directed by Milos Forman, who did two films I love, which are One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Man on the Moon. I love both those films, so I definitely need to check out Amadeus. But yeah, he was good, F. Murray Abraham. And Adam Driver, and again, kind of like John Goodman, Adam Driver is another actor in this film who isn't in this film for very long, but he is very good, and he kind of still, or he still has at least one scene that he's like in 2 or 3 scenes, but he stills one particular scene, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, I liked Adam Driver too. I like Adam Driver, even though I think besides Star Wars: Force Awakens, I've seen him in Black Klansman, and I loved him in that movie. But and I need to see Marriage Story. I hear really good things about that one. But yeah, all the acting is good. Even the ones I didn't mention because I just don't know the actors. But everybody was good in this film. This movie feels like it's real. I love movies where everyone has a good performance and it feels like they're real people. Like it doesn't, and you don't even see the actors, you don't see Oscar Isaac or John Goodman even, and I definitely did not see Justin Timberlake. Definitely did not see him because that character was so much different than Justin Timberlake. So yeah, that's good because I don't really like Justin Timberlake, but yeah, very good cast. Also, I like the cinematography. Cinematography is very good. And the color grading too, like it's very gray looking, and it's pretty cool. It matches the tone of the film, and even though it is a comedy, but still, and this takes place like in 1961. I can't really see it looking just like normal. I mean, of course, there are movies that do that where it doesn't really look like this. It'll look normal, look like it'll be like any year, but I don't know. I really liked how the color grading looked. It looked like it was 1961. Yeah, it was like kind of gray looking. It looked like it because I think the story took place like in winter, and it really shows. It really looks like it's during the winter because of the color grading. So yeah. That was very good. Also, good editing. There's some good editing. I really liked. There were some funny cuts in the film that kind of like just made me laugh. There'll be like a character will say something funny, and then they'll cut after that. It was pretty good. I liked that a lot. It made the scene. It made the line even funnier that they cut. Right after it. So yeah, very good film. Very funny. Okay, the music. I'll talk about the music. The music is very good. Folk music. I like folk, actually. I do. I mean, I'm more like folk rock, I guess. Like, I love Neil Young, as you can tell by my sideburns. I love Neil Young. But I like folk music in general anyways. Like, I like Bob Dylan and stuff like that, Like, if you like Bob Dylan, then you would probably like the soundtrack for this film. But yeah, very good songs. I like pretty much all of them. My favorite though has to be, which I think is a lot of people's favorite, is "Police, Mr. Kennedy," which was sung by Justin Timberlake, Oscar Isaac, and Adam Driver. Yes, that scene and I even heard the song before I saw the movie, and that kind of made me want to watch the movie even more because I heard that it's like a funny song. Like a novelty song that they did, and that made me want to watch the movie even more because of that scene. And honestly, that's probably my favorite scene in the movie is them singing this song called "Please, Mr. Kennedy," saying "I don't want to go out into outer space." And Adam Driver is my favorite part of the song because he's the one that does like these background vocals he's like going outer space. space, outer space. It's pretty funny. I like that a lot. That made me laugh. He was definitely my favorite part of the song, Adam Driver. Yeah, I that was definitely my favorite song in the movie, and that was what made me want to watch the movie was that song in particular. But all the other songs were very good too. I really liked them. But yeah, this is a very good film, very good soundtrack, just a good film in general. It's funny and it's it's a good drama as well. There's some some serious moments in it. That is also very good, as well as the comedy. It works out very well as both a comedy and a drama. Like, I love Lady Bird, but honestly, I like the drama in that movie more than the comedy. It does have good comedy, but I kind of prefer the drama in that film. This one is like both comedy and drama is equal to me. I will say I like Lady Bird better as a film, but I will say this movie does do a better job doing comedy, mixing comedy and drama very well. So yeah, but like one of the best to do that, I think. But but yeah. Inside Llewyn Davis. I can't think of what else to say about this film. So this is probably going to be somewhat of a short review. We're almost at the 20-minute mark, but I just don't have a whole lot to say about other than if you like folk music, or if you just like, I don't know. I recommend it if you like music in general and you like to see a fictional story about a musician. This is definitely the movie for you. So even if you don't like folk music, I still recommend it anyways. It's still a very good film. And definitely if you're a Coen Brothers fan and you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely watch it. This is honestly, I'm not sure where it goes on my favorite Coen Brothers films, but I might say I like it. I think I like it better than No Country for Old Men. So that's saying a lot because I'm not a huge fan of No Country for Old Men. I think it's a good movie, but I don't, like I said, I said in my There Will Be Blood review, I think There Will Be Blood should have won Best Picture instead of No Country for Old Men because I liked it better. But yeah, I liked it better than No Country for Old Men. I still like Big Lebowski and Raising Arizona better. I might like it better than Fargo, maybe. So it might be my third favorite. I don't know yet, but I'll have to. I am going to do a Coen Brothers ranking very soon, so I will. I'll know by then, of where it stands. But I have to watch all the Coen Brothers films as well, so there might be something else I might like better that I haven't seen yet. But I really enjoyed Inside Llewyn Davis. It's, as of right now, one of my favorite Coen Brothers films. Probably my top 3 at the moment. So I guess I'm done. I'm going to give Inside Llewyn Davis a B+. Not quite an A. I wasn't sure about where I should put. I was really debating whether or not this should have been a B+ or an A-. But I decided to go with B+, mostly because I gave Full Metal Jacket a B+. And I think I like Full Metal Jacket better, so that's basically why it's a B+. Although I might change Full Metal Jacket to at least an A-. I don't know yet, but I probably will. I don't know. But yeah, Inside Llewyn Davis gets a B+. Sorry, you. God, this. Yeah, my lighting, my camera sucks. I'm sorry, but I actually had as you can tell, I moved in front of my TV because it looked awful. In front of the closet as I normally shoot, but it looks really bad. So I moved over here. It still doesn't look good, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, Inside Llewyn Davis gets a B+. Very good film. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. Check it out. All right, well, there we go. There's my review for Inside Llewyn Davis. So in the comments, tell me, have you seen Inside Llewyn Davis? Have you not? Also, what's your favorite Coen Brothers film? Mine is The Big Lebowski, but yeah. So please like and subscribe. And I think my next video will be my Kevin Smith ranking. Finally, yes, I'll do. I'll do my Kevin Smith ranking. I think maybe okay. I might wait. I might not do it right now, but I will. That will probably be the next video. So look out for that. So yeah, again, please like and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and say this: hit the notification bell. I know I never said that before, but yeah, I feel like some people might not do that. They'll subscribe and not hit the bell, but subscribe and hit the bell, please. So yeah, and I'll see you later. Okay, peace.